Yo, 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 yo. Just zoom me in some. Zoom me in right quick, Tom. Zoom me in. What it do, Pod Gang? What's happening? Tap in, tap in. If you're here, let me know you're here. Got a special edition of the pod today. Yeah. Got my girl Mariah. She's supposed to be coming through and doing an interview. Something happened at the Crab du Jour. Like a couple weeks ago. She's been trying to get the word out, so I told her I'll help her get it out. Sit down with her and talk with her about what took place. So yeah, man. Hashtag Justice for Mariah. Um, if you are watching, make sure you guys share, like, comment, subscribe. Uh, this episode is brought to you in part by Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile is the official sponsor of season 4 of the Pod Show. When you switch to Boost Mobile, you can save up to $50 on the all-new 5G LTE network. Okay? Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Rebecca. If you are watching right now, tap in with me. Let me know you guys watching. Like I was saying before, I got this girl that was attacked by this Asian guy. We're going to hear her side of the story. I guess she was, well, I'm not even really going to say how I feel about it. I'm going to wait till she get, till she come on and say whatever she has to say. But yeah, some people has raised some questions. A lot of people has raised questions. A lot of people is doubting her story. A lot of people is Tom, she outside. A lot of people is doubting her story. A lot of people don't believe her. So I want you guys to tell me what you guys think when she come on. She's actually about to get ready to come in a second. Just let me know what y'all think about it, man. I know the Black Panthers showed up there yesterday with her, and that went kind of, All right. Shout out to Tanisha. Shout out to Raven. What's up? My original pod gang up in here. Kiana not with me today, man. This was just a little episode, I can just, do on my own for a second, man, and just really find out what happened with this young lady. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I am going to still play the pod game with y'all too, though, at the end of this episode. So just tune in, tap in with me. She's kind of emotional. She's kind of she got some stuff, that needs to be talked about, man. And we need justice for Mariah, man. So yeah, hashtag justice for Mariah. I don't think what that man did was right. I don't know the full story, but you're gonna hear from her herself. Yeah. So make sure you guys share this video right now. All my original pod gang. All my original pod gang. My gang. My Boost Mobile squad up in here. Boost is back, man. They back with the pod too, man. I will be back Tuesday for episode 2. So y'all know we're gonna be at our original time on Tuesday. This was just a special edition, like I was saying, to get this whole story out there. I know a couple people did a story on YouTube, but she hasn't sat down and explain what happened. So that's kind of what we're gonna do today. All right. So just bear with me. And yeah. So you guys might see a pause. You might see a pause for a second. So don't go nowhere if you see a pause. That just means I'm switching some stuff over, all right? So just don't click off. It's going to come right back on. It might take like 30 seconds. In that 30 seconds to a minute, you guys can go get y'all some water or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mika Love. Shout out to Raven Wilson. Shout out to Tanisha. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Make sure you guys share. Sit down with Mariah Luckett today. Mariah Luckett was attacked by an Asian guy, an Asian crab shack owner in Greenfield, Wisconsin. I'm helping her get her story out, and yeah, a lot of people think she's fabricating her story, or a lot of people think she's over exaggeration, but we're gonna find out, man, what's going on, man. I know the Black Panthers went there yesterday with Mariah and approached this club owner, and I said club owner, crab shack owner. That's how you know I want to go out so bad. So make sure you guys share, man. All right. You need the feds, bro. You done said my whole name. Fact, actually, you said your whole name because you got it on. That's what you have on YouTube. It's Raven Wilson on YouTube. You see, if you look in the comments, you got everybody else's name. You put your real name. So yeah. You put your real name. Sugar, sugar. Hey, can y'all tell me this? So you know the last question. If y'all watch the last episode, right? Um, if you watch the last episode, I said who was I sponsored by? Who was I supposed to be sponsored by before Boost Mobile? And nobody got the answer right. It was from Steve Love, and it was Hustler Water. Do y'all think I should go with Hustler Water or Boost Mobile as my sponsor for the rest of season 4 and the beginning of season 5? I need to know, should I go with Hustler Water or should I stick with Boost Mobile? T-Mobile not going to sponsor the pod, man. I cuss too much. But I do appreciate everybody. Yeah. Hold up. Be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. My bad. Um. So how everybody doing on this Sunday, man? Stick with who you got, unless the other sponsor coming with something better for you. I know that's right. I do got Mariah here. That's why I had to leave out and try to figure this thing out. We're gonna get this interview started. But like I was saying before, man, I gave y'all guys a rundown. Um, Here is Mariah Luckett. Consistent winners. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
It was traffic.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
So me, personally, I always stick by to what I mean. I always stick to what I say. And I said I was gonna do this interview because we need justice for Mariah, right? Make sure you guys spam the comments right now. The people that's watching, if you're watching on the TDR network, watching on Facebook, YouTube, make sure you guys share. And we're gonna get into it, man. But
I'm gonna go live too.
yeah. You need some water or something? You got some water?
Mm-hmm. Can I please? Room temp would be cool.
Cold, man. I need a cold. Y'all want some water? Y'all want some water? Go get some water right quick, y'all. Go get a soda. Go get a pop or something, man. We're gonna figure this out, man, because we gotta get this out, man. This guy Jason, man, he's a douchebag, man. Feel me?
What? You stay out in Greenfield?
Tommy, can you Tommy, Tone. Oh yeah, I forgot to let y'all know. Tommy is not in today. I got Tone today. They both with the T's, but I got Tone today. Just camera zoom. Yeah. In. Yeah.
My live needs to be working too.
What your shirt say?
I need justice.
Justice for Mariah, man. Hashtag justice for Mariah, man. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, I like this. Oh, you didn't get nothing on the back? Still turned out dope stuff. I like it.
Selling these shirts for $59.95.
I was gonna say you gonna shout out who did it.
Already did. See, you late. You late.
It was the traffic.
Yeah.
It was the traffic.
What up, family? What up, Tom? Shout out to everybody watching right now. If you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're watching, give you guys another backstop story. Just zoom in a little bit, Tom. There was a situation that happened in Greenfield, Wisconsin. All right. A young lady went to the crab du jour, and she was attacked by the crab shack owner. All right. Now this is Mariah Luckett, right? Mariah Luckett was the young lady that was attacked, and Mariah sustained some injuries. This guy name was Jason. Can't remember his last name right now. Dion, some shit like that. That was the guy's name. He was only cited for disorderly conduct. He didn't go to jail. He didn't. Right now, we just don't know, and we need y'all, and we need everybody else. We need to get this story out here some more, man, because it's unacceptable. No way you should be attacking black young ladies. You should be attacking nobody. But yeah. So, Mariah, you want to introduce yourself? Just what you got going on?
Okay, so everybody usually know me as Consistent Winners. I own a shapewear company called Consistent Winners, where I motivate women to stop having surgery and to kind of naturally get their body in shape and then build their mind, body, and soul to have confidence as well.
Okay.
I do that across my whole city, so everybody know me. I do personal training, motivate people on healthy eating, and I also make salads sometimes for the community as well. So yeah,
Okay,
that's what I do here.
Where did you get that name, Consistent Winners, from?
Well, I got that name because I've been an honor roll student ever since I was in first grade. So I got multiple plaques, awards, everything. Probably I got more than my age actually.
Yeah, that's
So
what's up.
yeah,
You
every
graduated
year.
college?
Yes, college graduate. I actually graduated with honors.
Yeah,
I was like a cum laude.
yeah. You was
And
a
I was
nurse too,
also a
right?
part of, yeah, I was also a part of the National Honor Society called Beta Sigma Chi, which is just like all honor students all over the world who had the highest GPAs in college. So
Okay.
it wasn't no high school thing. This college, so it's real
That's what that's
big, you
that's
know.
that's what's up, man. Shout out to consistent winners, man. Everything she got going on. You want to tell me about the waist trainers you got?
Yeah, so I have waist trainers that actually look like that. It get that fupa
That
going.
shape.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and it brings your butt out and it gives you that hourglass figure. And that's kind of what women are going for.
You got an hourglass figure?
Yes, and I wear my shapewear and I work out and I eat right.
Yeah, that's
And
what's
I'm
up.
not saying all of us we be bloated sometimes, and
Yeah,
sometimes as women we do have cravings and stuff like that.
for sure.
But I love what I do. I'm very passionate about it, so it brings joy to my day to be able to help the next woman
Right,
feel better about herself and stuff.
right. All right, Mariah. So, can you just take me back to that day? What day did this happen? This incident happen?
August 16th, 9 o'clock p.m.
Oh, it happened at nighttime.
Yes.
Okay. So can you just like tell me like what happened? You went there. You went there by yourself.
So I actually was with a girl who's a entertainer here in Milwaukee. Her name is Isis_Isis on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She called herself Keisha. I really don't know her real name because we had just, became
Yeah.
cool. I was gonna help her like do some Instagram promo for her, and she was just gonna help me learn pole exercises.
Right.
Like we was just gonna exchange services. So this day we were just kind of getting to know each other type
Mm-hmm.
thing. And
Sit down, just talking,
yeah,
chopping it
so
up.
I was like, girl, you never been to Crab du Jour?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, I never been there or whatever. And I'm like, girl, you got to go here. Like, they sauce is great, blah, 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 just uplifting this place. So we end up going. She drive us there. And we get there, and the food, like, soon as I get my food, it's cold, it's old, I wish we would have checked the
Just
reviews
out of
before I went.
right.
So I took my first bite of the food. I'm like, no, this is nasty. It's
What
like
did you
it's
order?
cold. I got like a king crab bag, so it's running for like
Oh, so they got
109.
like crab balls and stuff.
Yeah, they
Oh,
it's crab du jour Greenfield
oh,
76 and West 76 in Greenfield
okay,
South 76th Street.
right, okay,
So yeah, I got a king crab. So yeah, you spending like 100. I was gonna spend like 100 something
right.
dollars on it, and it came out cold. Oh, so
Mm-hmm.
Jason Dion came and approached me, and
Okay,
I
hold on.
was.
Wait. Before you get into that, right?
Mm,
I just want to say, make sure you guys we boycotting crab du jour. Just so you know, we nobody is shopping there no more, man. They uh the Black Panthers and her went in there yesterday, man, and it was empty. Nobody should be spending their money there, especially the black community. All right. Um Mariah, so you said you ordered your food, you and your friend, and you
both
had
of our stuff was cold.
okay. Both of y'all stuff was cold. So when you did you like approach him or did
So
you
he
have a
came over.
server?
Yeah,
He was your
Jason was our
server?
server. We were
So the
sitting at the
owner was
bar.
your server.
The owner was the server.
What?
At that time, I said the bartender because I didn't know he was the owner.
Right.
He had on all black,
Yeah.
dressed up as like, a night shift worker,
Okay.
and he just looked like he was bartending.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't know he was the owner, but I told Jason. So I was like, this my friend first time here. Like I've been bragging about this
Right.
place all day, and my
Right.
food came out cold.
Right. So you been there before?
I've been there before, and she never been there before.
Never had a you ain't never had an encounter with Jason before?
Never.
Mm.
Like speaking like, hey, because
Hey,
he always
right,
there,
right,
and he always there. So
right.
I was just letting him know, like, dang, I'm disappointed in my order.
Yeah.
This is my friend first time here. I done bragged about
Right.
y'all this whole time. And that's the conversation that was going on. It
Right.
was never any racial slurs. So he began to like do it with an attitude
Right.
and have bad thing, like y'all can leave. And I
Right.
said, well, I don't even want the bag exchange. Like
Right.
we will leave.
Yeah.
That's fine. He came and grabbed the bag that was sitting in front of me. And before I even got a chance to get out my seat, he came back and douched a drink in my face. I just know it started burning and
Okay.
everything.
So let me go back to the actual incident, right? So you get your food, it's cold. You let Jason know that the food is cold. You don't want it. You like you can leave. From that point, did you say anything to him to set him off, or was he
No,
just upset
I was just explaining
because
to
you
him that
complained?
this is my friend first time here,
Hmm.
and I was disappointed at the service that I received.
Right,
So that's the exact conversation that was going on in that moment.
right.
And he basically was like, "Fuck y'all, I don't need y'all money." And
That's what the owner said. That's
but
what he
in
said.
his actions,
Oh,
because he
okay.
came back and
Basically, okay.
threw the
Through the
drink in
stuff.
my face, it was like, and to me, I took it as,
Right.
fuck y'all, I don't need y'all
I want
money.
I want to go to the actual thorn of the drink.
Hmm.
Um, do you know what was in there? That drink, was it liquor? Was it? Do you know?
To my knowledge, it was, I don't know, whatever it was, whether it was lemon, whatever. I
Uh huh.
don't know personally what
Yeah.
he had in that drink.
Yeah.
And he just came and threw it in my eyes, which caused chemical burns to my eyes.
Right.
At first, both of them was burning, and then they flushed them. I was getting my eyes flushed for like 2 hours at the
Yeah.
emergency room when they picked me up.
Right.
The doctors diagnosed me with traumatic iritis and like trauma
Yeah. Yeah.
to my eyes.
Did you ever when he threw the drink in your eye? Did you ever like do anything to like set him off? Like get aggressive anyway, physical
No,
anyway? None of that,
I
right?
literally was just talking to
Just
him.
talking.
And that's why I hope Kaisha Isis underscore Isis on Instagram, if you
Hmm.
guys can reach out to her and actually help me reach out so she can give her side in her statement as
Right.
well. She hasn't answered the phone to the police, but she's the one who was right there
They're
with
with
me.
me, right?
And then she pretty much was just like, I think she was just scared too, because
Right.
she like,
He was acting aggressive, like just some
yeah.
shit you never seen before.
Exactly. So
Cause
she
you,
looking
I
at me
see
like, you
you.
bigger than me. She looking at me like,
Yeah,
you bigger than me. Like, what you want
yeah,
me to do?
yeah. I
And it
see
was like that.
I see this really got you like shook up, not just physically but emotionally. Like just having a conversation with you is you could just tell like your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Is really like high. And I remember when you was telling me the beginning of the story, and I just kept telling you, Mariah, take a deep breath, just relax. I know this is very traumatic, very
It
hard
definitely
for you,
is.
but you got it, man. You got your therapy stuff going on. Let me ask you this question because some of the viewers asked this too. Um, so you filed a police report,
Yes, I
and
did.
where did they go with that?
So I filed the police report. So that night, actually, it was a woman named Officer Wise from the Greenfield Police Department.
Okay.
She was on the ambulance with me, going back and forth. She actually was trying to get in there. Jason DeYoung had locked the doors. She
Mm-hmm.
called his phone. I got the police report.
Yeah.
He said he was at home.
Right.
So instead, she staked out. She ran the license plates of the car
Mm-hmm.
that was outside, and it was
It was
Jason
Jason
DeYoung
Dior.
car.
Yeah.
And she waited out there. She seen Jason Dion coming out the back door. So he
Right.
lied to the police, said he was at home all
No.
the way in
Right.
Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Oh.
And instead, he really was coming out after he had just assaulted me.
Hmm.
So he didn't give them the video footage. She didn't give her the video footage. She said, "Oh, I need my IT guy to look at it." And
Right. Yeah.
so yeah, it just was like a whole little
Whole big
thing. And
mess.
then he waited a couple of days, and then that's when I guess he decided to finally show the police.
Yeah.
And they wrote a statement stating that
So
he,
he's just officially back at work like nothing happened.
yep, because he's the owner. So when I called, I was like, I want him fired,
Mm-hmm.
just giving out all the things that I want.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, he's the owner, so we can't fire him like
Right.
that.
Right.
The police told me that.
Um, did in this situation, did you like? Are you looking to file a lawsuit? Like, what you looking to get from this? Like, as
I
far as
definitely
I know, you
want
need
crab du
justice.
jour.
You want to
I
close
want
down.
crab du jour closed
Close
down,
down.
and of course, I have a lot of medical bills just from therapy, the
Mm-hmm.
trauma, the eyesight, vision, everything. I would like for my medical bills to be taken care of, and then,
Right.
of course, the embarrassment
Right.
and the
Pain
assault.
and
I mean,
suffering.
I
You right.
definitely pain and suffering, all of it.
Yeah.
I am looking to be compensated, and I will be compensated
Compensated for
on this
sure.
because
For sure.
I was an innocent customer and I was
Right.
assaulted by a man that's 25 years older than me at
Right.
that. And then I'm looking at him, he Asian. I'm looking like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Right.
Bruce Lee about to come attack me. He had
Yeah.
his pants tucked inside his shoes like the
Right.
Naruto character. So
Yeah.
I was just thinking like, oh my God, my life
Right.
is about to be over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad I made it out of there. It
Right.
was like a fight or flight
Right.
situation. and I
Do,
wasn't close enough to the door to like run out
right.
fast enough.
Do you think? Do you think? Do you know why they didn't take him to jail that day, or why they still just let him run free? If you, I think that's a substantial battery. You have lost vision in your eye, right?
Yes.
Like you can't see out the right eye right now, right?
No.
That's like if that was the shoe on the other foot and she was a different skin color, I believe it'd be a different, different scenario. So I'm just lost of why Jason, say his last name again,
Dion.
Dion is not in jail. Like this is a substantial battery. This woman lost her
Yeah.
eye.
It's
This is
just
not just some lawsuit type of shit. This is a this she lost vision in her eye.
exactly. So I can't work. I can barely even drive for myself. And it's just been a lot just trying to get my medication. I'm on 5 different medicines and it literally burns. Like, because I've
Yeah,
never had anything messing with my vision.
right.
And
Yeah,
I look at blind people a whole
yeah.
different
Right,
way.
right.
Yeah.
Mariah, have you reached out to Fox 6 or WISN or
I
TMJ?
reached out to the news reporters the next day that it happened. They were like, "Did I have the video?" And I didn't have the video, so they just never called me back.
Okay. So at this point, guys, what I was talking to Tone about this. The Black Panthers is on this story. Another young lady did a story on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
What was her name? Or
I'm sorry, I
you
really
forgot her
don't
name?
know. I don't know her personally. The Black Panthers actually helped with that as
Okay.
well. They put that together,
Yeah.
and she did that for King Rick.
Okay. Yeah. But we got to get this. Justice has to something has to come out of this, man, and it can't just be a blatantly just whatever. Like you just can't just come in our community, man, and just fuck with one of our queens, man, and think you that you're just gonna get away with it. Now I know that physical violence towards someone is never the answer, and we all know that. You know what I mean? But he definitely needs to be held accountable, man, because the shit is not right. So we
I got
need
a few
to,
questions too. You got
yeah,
some more? They were just saying like, "Oh, was it racial slurs being said?" Because he did
yeah.
say
I
that.
was gonna I was gonna
That
get
was
into
just
that.
something that he said. I think on trying to protect himself.
Yeah,
Because in the police report that I do have, the Greenfield Police
Mhm.
Department report.
yeah.
So this ain't no Planned Parenthood paperwork. This is actually real, the
Let me see
real
that.
deal Holyfield
And that's what
paperwork.
I was gonna get into. I think that I think well, not just you. I think that a group, if we can come together as a group, because I'm gonna make sure this video get out here and people, you got over 600 and some shares just on the actual video.
With the Black Panthers, me and
Yeah,
everybody that's been sharing it on Facebook, probably over 30,000. TikTok
yeah,
to 2.5 million, and then Instagram is sitting at like 10,000 too.
yeah.
So
And it's not just the news, man. ABC News, somebody this story just it can't. This is only the beginning of the tip of the iceberg. Like it doesn't end here, man. So everybody, we need you guys to share, study, get this story out here, so something can be done because dude can't get away with this, man.
okay, so yesterday on the live, he stated that I was stating racial slurs, but on August 16th, the day of the report, I'm gonna go ahead and let you read his statement of what he said to the cop.
Let me start from the beginning too.
That's not really nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. That's just his
Oh, okay.
statement. That's his statement for the people that want to know about what racial slurs thrown around. He's changing his story.
So Greenfield Police Department was saying that they identified Jason C. Dion, date of birth of December 27, 1972. They asked him what happened. Dion stated that there were two women sitting in the bar, which was you and the other girl, right?
Keisha, yeah.
Who
Kaisha,
have ordered the
whatever.
expensive crab legs, but were complaining about the corn that had arrived with the crab legs. Dion stated that this turned into an argument between he and the two customers to the point where Dion asked both women to leave. He stated they refused to pay for the food and that they had in front of them. And eventually Dion informed them that they need to pay and
They did
that
not.
that they did not need to pay and that he just wanted them to leave the restaurant.
So where's the racial slurs that he just mentioned yesterday?
Right.
That's not what he mentioned on August 16th that
Yeah,
night.
he did.
Now you changing your story.
Yeah.
First you saying we wasn't paying for the food and this and that. And that's why I didn't even say anything in that moment because really he know I was complaining about that food being disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's what really happened. This man literally came back and threw this fucking shit in my eyes. This is what literally happened, word for word.
Right.
Yesterday, the racial slurs about this and that was just a fucking cover up because now you trying to hide your ass because you know you speaking on yourself. You saying you really the racist person.
Yeah.
I am not the racist person here. I wasn't satisfied with my food.
Yeah.
Where's the racial slur that you said that I used when you just mentioned the video yesterday when all the Black Panthers came up here?
Yeah. And another thing that I just noticed, Jason, you lucky, man. This is a black woman, man. Like black women don't you do something to a black woman, Tone. You do something to a black woman, they just don't let shit just go. Usually black women will attack you. So he got kind of lucky in this situation, if you ask me.
Hold on. So then again, August 17th, he then went in there, tried to speak to Jason about the surveillance. He stated that DeYoung admitted to throwing a drink at me. He was frustrated that I was refusing to pay. But on the 16th, the day before that, you just said I didn't need to pay. And we was mad about the corn. The next day you said I was refusing to pay. Now I'm refusing to pay customer. Now on the next day when we come up here with the Black Panthers, now I'm saying racial slurs. It's like get your story together because it's all documented. Right. Everything that you said from the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 22nd, whatever yesterday was, you lying. Your story steady changing. My story stayed the same. Right. Between the hospital visits, the everything, the phone calls, everything that happened, my story has stayed the same.
Right.
So then he said we was throwing stuff back and forth at each other. Talking about alleged Lucky throwing condiments at his shirt.
Where's the video?
Where the video at? Why won't you release it to my lawyer and the Greenfield Police Department?
Oh, you got
because they're claiming that they don't. Yeah, and I do have a lawyer as well. Right. Yeah, that also the Black Panthers also put me together with. So it's a very strong lawyer as well, and I'm glad because none of the Caucasian lawyers wanted to take my case.
For real? It's all good, man. That's why you got the black community behind you.
Why your story still chasing? Why your story changing, Jason DeYoung? Why your story changing? Where was the racial slurs mentioned when you was talking to the police?
Tom, you got anything you want?
Now you got the Black Panthers in your face. You want to say it was a race thing?
Yeah. That okay. Your eye. What was the actual diagnosis of the injury to your eye?
I got it right here. Diagnosis:
traumatic iritis.
Yeah, so trauma. Everybody know what trauma is.
That's a serious eye problem.
Yeah, it's trauma. Yeah. They gonna say the trauma unit. Anybody don't act like y'all stupid, and it's just like I hate when people act like if it was their mama or somebody, then they would want this stuff to be done and people to be getting justice. But since it's me,
hold on, because some people on here thought that you was like looking for like some attention or seeking some type of. You know, like people on the internet, like the black community don't support black community. So what do you got to say to people that just on here just?
That's why I went back up there and you heard it out of the horse's mouth that he did what he did. So it wasn't a rigged situation. Right. How could we get him to lie and say about assaulting somebody? You know, physically assaulting somebody. Assault and battery. Ain't nobody about to get nobody to lie and say. So that's why we went up there and we got it on tape. And he admitted.
Did he call the police yesterday when they came up there, or did somebody else call him?
It was a woman in there, and I guess they were just so scared. Nobody came to hurt Jason. Jason wasn't hurt. His building wasn't hurt at all. We need him at court. We need him present to all the meetings and court dates that's about to come in these 4 days coming.
Okay. Mariah, what's next in this situation? What happens next?
Me definitely trying to see if I'm gonna get my vision better first and foremost. In the emotional trauma, there's all just everything that I'm going through personally, because like it was even hard for me to come here today. Just like trusting and coming out in public again, because I don't like coming out in public. I'm scared. I don't want to go anywhere anymore. And people try to make it seem like, well, if you had a man, then maybe this wouldn't happen to you. I'm only 25 years old.
Right. You don't need no man. You don't need no man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. I'm riding my own wave. I got my own business going. It's no way that I deserve this.
And then everybody talking about, well, where's the racial slurs? Well, why didn't Jason DeYoung mention that the first 2 times that he talked to the police?
Yeah. That's a lot
This
of
is
that.
something
A
new
lot of
now.
that question is gonna be asked in when this case get going.
Yeah, and I'm actually really just still emotional, like really,
Yeah,
really
I see
emotional.
you kind of.
It is taking a
You
lot.
you see a therapist though right now, right?
Yeah,
Right. You got to take a deep breath.
yeah,
That's what you
it's
got to
just
do.
taking a lot
I
just out
know
of me.
it is, but you got to be a strong black queen right now, because the community needs you, right? We all
Yeah,
need
and
you.
that's why I came forward with my story. It wasn't to be
Yeah,
laughed at. It was
yeah,
to
for
really like
sure,
prevent this situation to happening to other women. I uplift women in the community all
for
the
sure.
time, so I did. I put myself out there. I wasn't like,
You
oh,
got people backing you though.
yeah,
Don't just think that ain't nobody saying. You got the idiots out here that just whatever, always looking. They tried to say some shit about me. It is what it is. You're gonna have idiot people, man. One thing I learned, Mariah, is when you doing something, you always gonna have haters and you gonna always have people that's with you. That's with anything you do. So don't even let that shit bother you. You gotta think about this. And this is me telling you as a friend. Seriously, this shit is gonna come to pass. You gonna be compensated. He gonna be where he needs to be, and you can laugh at those motherfuckers when you up here.
yeah,
That's what's gonna happen in this situation. It's
definitely,
already out here.
yeah,
This news is, if whether they get a hold of this story or not, it's going to be out here. So what I see happening in this situation, and it's just me, Jason gonna come and he gonna try to settle something. I know for a fact he don't want this smoke. He don't want this smoke, so he gonna try to settle something somewhere. Believe me, it's too much for that. He's come on, man. You can look in his eyes yesterday, man. He didn't want that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? So that man gonna try to settle him. They don't want that heat on them. They don't. You a business owner. You splash this young lady in the eye with a drink. You don't know what you did to her. Now, what if she had an aggressive boyfriend or a boyfriend that just do this, or family members, or her brother came up there and killed you, or did this or did that? Then you would have been like, damn.
and I am a concealed carry holder, so
You know what I'm saying?
and I just feel like everything happened for a reason because I didn't have my weapon that day.
Yeah. But
So
but
things
that's
just could have
not.
went a whole different, way, like you said.
You got people backing you, man. So that emotional part, I understand it's gonna be emotional because you're a young black queen, but don't let that shit bother you, man. That you just got to keep going, keep doing what you got to do, man, and stay focused on the task at hand. You got people backing you. This is just to get this out here more and more and more.
Yeah.
You see the people in the comments. We backing you. Let your story be heard. People know what's going on, man. It's just people just a lot of people just you know what I'm saying. And shout out to King Rick too, man, because you don't. A lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff that he do. You know what I'm saying in the community.
Exactly. And he didn't even know me from a can
Yeah,
of paint
again,
or
he don't know you
nothing.
from a can of paint, but you know when you mess with one of our black queens, man, we all got to stick together.
Literally just came and
You know
like
what I'm saying?
that made me feel so secure, like because he did something my own dad didn't even
Yeah,
step up to do.
for
So
sure.
that too, it just make you emotional too, because I'm like, he protected me. I wasn't
Yeah,
even expecting, like that was just God
yeah.
just sent him
That's a black
to come.
that's a black king though. That's why his name is King Rick, because he's
Exactly.
a black king.
Right. Came all the way from wherever he was at and came
Yeah,
to
for
help
sure.
me. So I definitely again like just want to thank him and the Black
Yeah,
Panthers that came out
yeah.
to help
It's gonna
protect
get
me.
out here, man. It's over time. It's gonna come, man. But this story is steady getting out there and out there. But when the news get a hold of it, it's gonna be something done. But I have you talked to the district attorney's office yet?
So they're still just building the paperwork because I'm still in the hospital. So
Yeah,
every time I go to the hospital, I gotta make sure I take the paperwork up to
for sure.
Glenfield, the police department,
Yeah,
and like really, it's just a process right now.
yeah. Um, Mariah, before we do end this, is there anything you wanna say to Jason, say to the viewers, or say to anybody watching?
Mm.
We definitely need this story to get out here. This young lady is very, when I say emotional, I have not talked to Mariah like this before. Anytime I see Mariah, Mariah is fun. She's laughing. You can tell she's broken right now. So if you guys are out there, you see her or you see her share a post, just share it for her, man. This lady is really going through something right now. She's feeling alone. She's emotional, And that's what we got to do, man. We got to stick by our own people, man, to show support and get this lady the justice that she deserves, man. So this stuff could have ended a lot worse, man. She could have lost both of her eyes. She could have anything could have happened, man. So if you
Right.
see Mariah out in the community, man, give her a
She
hug,
said,
let
"Can
her
we
know you
see your
care.
eye?"
You know what I
No,
mean?
you're not an ophthalmologist. What are you
Yeah.
going to be able to see?
That's just people that just don't have nothing better to do. So yeah. So anything you want to say, Mariah? Or
So all I just would wish, if it is not too much to take out of y'all time, just leave a review about the situation on Yelp. I don't care,
Yeah.
Grubhub, the Facebook
Oh yeah,
page,
we boycotting that
Google.
jab. What is it called? Crab du jour
Crab du jour, South 76
in
Greenfield.
Greenfield.
If you go to my page, Consistent Winners,
It's on there.
it's going to be on there. It's going to have the phone number if you want to call to complain and
Yeah.
just let your voice be heard too.
Yeah.
Just on behalf of me as well, and just avoiding anybody else as a woman being in our city and getting assaulted by a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you just want to prevent that from happening, then you should tell your family not to shop there, because in that video he also said he wouldn't mind doing it again to a man either though.
That's what he said. Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah, that was kind of shocking. But
Yeah,
that was
it
kind of
was
shocking.
like just so nonchalant.
But I don't think he understood either. Like I believe he was afraid. But I heard him say that, but I don't think he understood, man. But justice for Mariah, man. That's what we gotta,
Yeah, I'm just
justice
grateful to
always
still be
prevails.
alive, because, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Jackie Chan. I'm like, man, this man running towards me. He had his pants tucked in his boots with some
Yeah.
long leather boots on. Like,
Yeah.
it was that fear that if you ever grew up with your dad, when your dad say you getting a whooping, like
Yeah, for
that,
sure.
it's like, whoa,
Because I
it's
see
like
you
can't
break
even
down,
run
like
from it.
just looking at him or just talking. I see it breaks you down emotionally, and that's really what I want to help with. So if you ever feel that you need to talk, I was talking to you before this, but
It was very scary, like
yeah,
traumatizing to
yeah,
even be in his presence again, for sure.
yeah.
So
But
it still,
everything happens for
I don't
a
even want to look
reason.
at seafood. I don't want to look at Asian
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
I don't want to see my everything. It takes me back to
yeah,
that time. So
yeah. Yep. So this is consistent winners, Mariah Luckett. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the pod. Make sure you guys share. Share. Justice always
they still
prevails.
saying the same thing. Weren't you talk about his race? But they just have to go back, because it's in the police report that
yeah.
Jason just making up stuff as he go, right?
It's thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it.